welcome to Better Biz. A fairly serious conversation that we're going to have today is really around the idea of dealing with death. And it's something that we all have to deal with, but particularly a business that has to deal with it is a funeral home. And we've got Diane from Elite Funerals joining us today.
Hi, Anthony. Thank you for having me here.
Diane, there are two types really of people that are looking for funeral directors. There are those that are looking for it for themselves in terms of pre-arranging a funeral, and those, as you've sort of described, that are looking to helping a family member or a friend that they have to organise a funeral for. So talk to me about, the idea of pre-arranging a funeral particularly. I mean, that's it's a well-publicised thing, but still a largely foreign concept for most people, isn't it?
Look, the thing about pre-arranging a funeral for the person who's doing it for themselves is generally comes out of three different sort of thought patterns. One will be, I've got some money that I can put away for my funeral, and that way I'm not burdening my family financially after I die. Another could be that they want to have what they want to have, and they want to lock that in, have it written in black and white, and their wishes will be followed to the letter. And the other one that I really like is, and I really genuinely enjoy doing this, is prepaying a funeral with someone who is terminally ill. When you're terminally ill and you have a life-threatening illness, often one of the first feelings after you go through that disbelief and kind of semi-acceptance of it is a feeling of loss of control of your life, because last week you were out working and not feeling very well, and this week you've been told something quite different. So you no longer go to work. You're in hospital having tests or chemotherapy or radiotherapy or any other number of things, loss of your youth. And they're all forms of bereavement as well, and you're grieving for, the person will be grieving for the things that they are losing and have lost in that process. And being able to put down in place wishes for their own funeral is something very, very powerful. And to sit with someone who is dying is, for me, is really powerful. And often I find that the family of the person who is dying don't want to talk about their death. If the person is trying to bring up their funeral service with them, they will back off and say, no, let's not talk about that, because they have a hope. They have a hope that a cure will evolve and that person will survive. But for the person who's dying, they have a wish, and that is to take some control back of something they can control, and that is their wishes for a funeral. And it could be something as simple as, don't give me any yellow flowers, or make sure they play this particular song. It doesn't matter what it is, but once they have put that in place and feel that it's been listened to and acknowledged, often they will then move through a calmer phase into the eventual end of their life. And I've done that I've had that privilege on a number of occasions with a number of people. And I've found that after they've met with me and put their wishes into action, that their death has occurred relatively quickly after that. And that's a control thing. And who doesn't want to control most of their life? I mean, we can talk about control freaks all we like, but most of us like to feel in control of most aspects of our lives.
Diane, thanks so much for joining us today. Really appreciated all your insights. What's the best way for people to get into contact with you?
Well, people can contact us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on 9787 4677, or visit our website elitefunerals.com.au.